What is up, everyone? We are live. Welcome into C Sports Show on a Sunday fucking evening. Just checking out the sports, baseball news today. Adam Frazier's on the move. C Sports Show. What is up, man? How you doing?
Hey, what's up, man? How's everybody doing? Yeah, baseball, some NFL news, a little bit of basketball. Well, actually, there is some basketball news with Team USA losing to France. What the fuck? Are
Mm-hmm.
you kidding me?
Pendejo face, dude.
Pendejo
Massive pendejo
face
face.
for
Yeah, right.
Team USA
Talked
losing
about
to
that.
France. Can't believe that shit, man. Jesus Christ. First time since 2004 they lose in the Olympics.
And
Unbelievable,
I
man.
made a little bit of cash betting on France, so that's for a conversation for another day.
Ooh,
And you
you
have a
better.
bunch of comments in the chat, C Sports Show.
Oh, okay, let's go to the. What the fuck's going
Yeah,
on with my
yeah.
Oh,
Crazy,
I just
crazy
got a
shit about.
notification. Montrezl Harrell broke the backboard of a pickup game, I guess. What a slam dunk. Huh. All right, let me see here. Let me go on my here we go. What up, guys? Bigwood, Jacob, Iverson, Jose. What's up, guys? What up? How you guys doing tonight, man? Yeah, Jacob, we were on Wednesday, but we haven't been on as much. But we were on Wednesday.
Okay, there you go.
What up, Kobe? How you doing, Kobe?
What's up, Kobe? So probably like the biggest news for right now, baseball scene was a fucking the Padres to continue to make moves. What do you think about the Adam Frazier going to the
Yeah,
Padres?
Adam Frazier, I think he leads the league in hitting, so that's a good move. Yeah, they're they wasted all that money in the free agency, and they're in third place. Obviously, San Francisco out of nowhere, so but they're trying to go for it. But yeah, obviously things have not gone their way, as they're probably gonna end up in the wild card, where they were probably planning to win the division, possibly win the have the best record overall. So now they can't even win their own division probably, unless the Giants. They're still going for it, man. They're for sure going for it this year, and they have to at this point. What all the money they wasted in the offseason. Pendejo face for Team USA, man. I kind of saw it coming though because they lost to I think they lost to Australia and some other Niagara. So I mean, it wasn't too shocking, but I watched a little bit of the first half in the morning, and they were winning, but then I guess they went cold in the second half and ended up losing. Oh man, let's see what happens. Damian Lillard was saying that he feels that like the international players play better on the Olympics than doing the NBA. Like they were saying that Patty Mills looks like fucking Allen Iverson for fucking Team Australia.
Most definitely. There's this picture that they took of Damian Lillard giving like this crazy look, like you just talked about, like, man, you don't play like this, but in the Olympics, all of a sudden, like you're playing like that. What the fuck? Right. And speaking about playing on another level, bro, Frazier leads baseball in hits this year. So that's a crazy move by the Padres to get him. What do you think about? Do you think they could win the fucking National League C Sports Show with this?
Man,
they're building, right?
San Francisco and Dodgers are ahead. Dude, hold on. What the hell? My mom's calling me. I'll be right back. Just talk to the chat.
Yeah. All right. Okay. All right.
I apologize.
We have technical difficulties on the show. Frazier hitting 327, bro. Ah, man, I feel so bad for the Dodgers right now, man. Because imagine if the Dodgers would have got this guy instead of having Gavin Lux. It's like such a massive upgrade going from this guy to that player. But we're gonna see, man. That National League East and National League West is gonna cancel each other out, right? So the West, Giants, Padres, Dodgers, they're all gonna play each other. So it's crazy that the fucking Mets might go all the way to the fucking all the way to the pennant if they beat the Brewers. Oh man, no, no more story, bro. We move on, bro. We're trying to see the baseball winner. I mean, that'd be pretty cool if we can all figure out who's gonna win baseball this year, because that's pretty difficult. Max Scherzer. Ooh. Max Scherzer, I did read that he didn't start today, right? He was going to start, and then he said, no, just chill. So we'll see. We'll see where he goes, man. Nationals, probably to like an American League team, maybe. What if the Astros get the ass fucking Stros. Man, they won again today, like in comeback against the Rangers. What if that team is still cheating, dude? Somehow, some way.
All right, I'm
That's
back.
crazy. Yeah, hell yeah. Woo.
I apologize. She didn't know we were filming.
Hell yeah.
All right. Well, what are you guys talking about?
Man, we're talking about you coming back on the show and just about the fucking Astros and baseball in general. Well, whatever, bro.
Let me see. Let me catch up with the chat here.
Oh,
What
yeah.
up? Let's see here.
The Yankees, bro, also.
What's up,
Yankees
Kobe?
lost today.
Yeah, the Yankees again choke it. I watched that whole game. They were freaking Domingo German, right? Had a no-hitter, and then he choked it. Jesus. No, he didn't choke it. He lost a no-hitter, but then the fucking bullpen came in and choked in the 8th inning. I think they were winning 4-0, and they ended up giving him 5 runs in the fucking 8th inning and ended up losing.
I think we should give Pendejo face to the Yankees, bro.
Any pitcher they put in right now for the Yankees loses. It's unbelievable. It's terrible. It's terrible.
Man.
The Padres are coming for the crown with this move. Imagine they get Joey Gallo. Are they going to get Joey Gallo too? Is that possible? Jesus Christ. Adam said, yeah, he leads the league in hitting, Kobe, at 327. Yeah, I think didn't he lead the fucking team in scoring tonight? Drew Holiday with 18 points. I need the full story on how much you won for Team USA. Imagine Padres get Max Scherzer. I don't think so. Padres are going to add a pitcher before the deadline. I feel bad not making it to Tokyo. Oh, how come you didn't make it, Marianne? That sucks. What up? Bad Dog Rage again. Yeah, he was pissed. If the Astros was the championship, will their cheating championship be validated? Big Wood, I mean, I don't know. Like, it's very interesting what's going on. How they keep winning despite like Springer and Garrett Cole and then Justin Verlander being out for the season. It's pretty fishy. I have officially left the Yankees to join the forces with the White Sox. Jacob, Jesus Christ. Hey, at least we can get swept by the fucking Brewers, man. At least we can freaking get swept by the Brewers. Jesus Christ, man. Yeah, Yankees are terrible, man. Freaking, I couldn't believe it again. I thought we were going to know. He had the freaking no-hit in the 8th inning, and then it just went downhill. I think if Aaron Bone could do it again, he would just leave Domingo German in there probably.
So right there on the Screen C Sports Show is your final standings on this Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening, depending when you guys are at. Man, it's such a difficult year to pick a winner in baseball, if you ask me, man.
Yeah. So,
fucking Astros are probably like the best team in baseball, right? 7 wins, last 10 games, 3-game win streak. Man, what if they're cheating again, bro? What if instead of like having the buzzard in their jersey, what if like it's in the sock? Ooh.
Yeah, man. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Man, I wouldn't be surprised at all, man. I mean, I don't know, man. I thought they were done. And they're doing last year. They didn't do so good, and then they got in because of the 16-team format. They got in, and then they got hot in the playoffs, and they made it all the way to the ALCS. Mm-hmm. But this year they're looking pretty damn good. Your White Sox has no chance winning the World Series. Probably not, Harold. They can't win on the road versus good teams. I think they're like, I don't know, like about the Red Sox and the Rays, but I know for sure, like when we face like the Brewers, Yankees, and Astros, we're like, I think like we're 9-1 on the road. We got swept by the Astros and the Yankees, and then we lost 2 out of 3 versus the Brewers. We're a terrible road team. Yeah, Lance Lynn had an RBI today. And that win, and Giolito didn't pitch that bad on Friday with the bullpen, especially Aaron Bummer gave it up. But yeah, man, we got a good news is they're activating Elio Jimenez from the injured list tomorrow night for Kansas City, so that'll be a good sign.
Okay.
So that'll be a good sign. Luis Roberts shouldn't be too far behind, and. I mean, go from there. I mean, are they going to bring Mercedes back? I don't know. I think he's hitting over 300 in AAA, so maybe they'll bring him back too. What do you think of Cleveland new name, the Guardians? I mean, I guess they had to do it. I guess so. I don't know. I don't know if they had to, or if the owner decided to do it. But I mean, I guess I don't know what's going on happen with that because, like, what about the Chiefs? What about the Braves? What about the Florida State University? Is everybody gonna have to do it? I don't know. See, that's why I think it's like a team decision. Like the team owner makes a decision because why is Washington Redskins and Cleveland Indians have to do it, but not the Chiefs and not the Braves and not the Florida State, not the Blackhawks and hockey? So to me, it's more of a owner's decision probably than the league because then they would force everybody else to do it. White Sox are still
most definitely. I agree with that shit 100%, bro.
Yeah. You don't see the Chiefs and the Braves and Florida State doing it. Oh yeah, Marianne, but we're in a very bad division, so we might get killed in the playoffs. Chris Sale is coming back for the Red Sox. Yeah. I think he threw like last time. I think he had a game in the minor leagues. He threw like 50 pitches, so he's getting close to coming back. The Indians,
crazy.
Yeah, he's gonna come back. He'll be like a fucking mid season addition for them because he hasn't pitched since 2019. So he'll be good for them when he ever comes. It'll be like adding a piece from the trading deadline. The Indians' name had a tradition of losing. That's exactly, man. They got booed because they were on SmackDown on Friday, and John Cena said he mentioned it, and they booed, so they're not happy with it. The fans are not happy with it. Cardinals are freaking average. The Chiefs' name isn't racist. I don't get it, Jacob. I mean, I'm not gonna get into because I don't even understand that stuff. Should be interesting. What should be interesting? Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna really get into it because I'm not gonna get into that stuff, but it's anything that has to do with like an Indian, right? That's what apparently is the problem.
Yeah, dude, it's just crazy right now. Remember, fucking Stephen A. Smith got in trouble talking about this guy, Tommy. This guy hit his 35 home run today. You think he'll get to 60?
Ooh, I don't think so. It's only 2 months left. There's how many weeks? There's like 7 weeks left. No, hold on, 9 weeks left.
I want to see maybe there's like 65 games, maybe, but around there. Yeah, it's a tough call. He might not get there. He slowed down because of the home run derby.
Usually they cool off after the All-Star break. I don't know why, but they usually do. So probably not. But he'll probably hit 45, maybe 50. He's only 10 away from 45. So maybe 45.
This guy's Swing City Sports Show reminds me of a Christian Yelich from back in the day. Like just this like a super long ass fucking powerful swing, but he's like bigger than him. Like he's like a God-given like fucking frame. Just the huge ass fucking like Kawhi Leonard extension kind of shit.
Yeah,
this little Tommy guy.
He's I mean, to me, it's a huge. It's unbelievable to me that they probably have the two best players in baseball, and they don't get the exposure they should get. One, because they're not a very good team, and two, because they're what are they like? They're like super stuck down there in LA, right? Nobody, Dodgers.
They just have never been able to develop pitching to save their life. Imagine if like it was Tampa Bay Rays front office to develop pitching for for the Angels. It's just terrible. But it's pretty cool to watch this guy fucking just take fucking hacks, just all the things I'm talking about. Yeah, when he fucking bombed that shit today, this guy.
He needs to get more publicity. He should be on like all over like ESPN and Fox Sports commercials. I hope he gets 50. He's what? He's wait. Don't wait. How much away from 50? Like 15? So maybe there's like 9 weeks left. So he has to get super hot again. Lillard played bad for Team USA. I think everybody did. Like, for what I understand, the leading score was 18 points, I think, Holiday. I demanded to get released by the Yankees and signing with the White Sox. I don't blame you, dude. They're terrible. What up, Soto? Welcome to the show. How you doing, Soto? Booker, Holiday, and Middleton was a huge risk. Honestly, those guys are tired. Yeah, I think they should have added another big man, possibly. Like I said, I'm at the point where if I would have been Greg Popovich and maybe he did it, I would have given Anthony Davis a call. That's the one guy I would have given a call if I was Greg Popovich. Anthony Davis. Who knows if he did or not? And if not, you're at the point where Dwight Howard, like, they need rim protection. They got some with JaVale McGee, but seriously? Yeah, but they might be tired, Harold. They just fucking played a 7-month season. Booker got a haircut. Okay, we saw that already, buddy. It's not a fashion show. The Angels are a great example that baseball is a team sport. They have possibly 2 of the best players in the league. Exactly. It's the opposite of the NBA. Exactly. You can argue they have Kevin Durant and LeBron James. But baseball is the one sport, if anything. Football too, but yeah, maybe even more baseball. Where, you need at least 5 of the 9 guys in the lineup to be good. I agree, Big Wood. Chandler Jones requesting a trade. Yep. So I don't know what's going on with the money. I think he's jealous of J.J. Watt because he got paid more money. So, Jesus Christ. That happens a lot when I remember, like, back in the day when the Eagles brought that one guy, Nami Asamoah, who was supposed to be very good.
Yeah, you're right.
And then a few years ago, too, who else? Was it Joku from the tight end from the Cleveland? He got asked her because they brought in Austin Hooper. It happens a lot when they bring in another position who's as good as you or maybe even better. The other guys used to get jealous. So I'm not surprised that's happening with Chandler Jones. Do you think Pop should call LeBron or Carter? LeBron's going to say no because he's 37 years old. He can't. He couldn't. No way he could play for Team USA and then play a full NBA season. Curry, I would call Curry. Yeah. But I think they don't need too much offense. They need more like defense. Like I said, they need more like bodies, like big men. Like I said, that's if anybody, I would call him.
I mean, if they're asking JaVale McGee to like work a miracle, that tells you everything, right?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if he did or not, but that's the first guy I would have called. Anthony Davis. I mean, assuming he's healthy from the nuts injury he suffered back in May. Shit, we might lose in the Olympics. Yeah, they're saying we might get bronze medal like we did in 2004.
But so there's fucking so many teams, right? There's Roy Hachimura with Japan. There's fucking obviously Luka playing for his fucking home country. There's that one dude, Patty Mills. There's a bunch of dudes playing on all these countries.
Syria, I believe they're from Luka Doncic. Yeah.
So it could be what you're talking about. Was that year 2004, 2006?
2004 was the last time we won medal. Yeah, we didn't go. I mean, gold.
That's when fucking Ginobili came through, right?
Yeah, that's the year I think they it was like Kobe didn't go, and like nobody went. Like they sent LeBron James when he was like fucking 19 years old, so he couldn't. He wasn't like what he obviously what he became. So. I think like Kobe and Allen Iverson and Shaq, who were like the big stars back then, they all didn't go. Mm-hmm. So right now it's a tough situation because of all the injuries. I'm thinking guys like Kawhi Leonard and James Harden, possibly Anthony Davis would have gone, but they're hurt. Now I would think Anthony Davis would be healthy by now. That was back in May. James Harden, is it possible? He had a hamstring. Is it possible by now he could be healthy? Maybe. Kyrie Irving, that guy doesn't seem to. Kyrie Irving's a weirdo. Like, he probably doesn't want to do it because, like, look how many days he takes off in the off. Like, how many personal days he takes during the season. But there's Steph Curry's another guy. He should have been there. Steph Curry, and Anthony Davis are probably the 2 guys I'm looking at. They should have for sure been there. Like, those 2 guys, I think, are healthy enough to play. Let's see here. And baseball, signing a super is just to put us in a seat. Exactly. The Angels been doing that for years. Albert Pujols, Josh Hamilton, Justin Upton, Anthony Rendon. They've been doing that for years and it doesn't work. And that's why they finally fired their general manager. And they hired this new general manager, and his main focus is to draft and develop pitching. They just drafted like 21 pitchers in the draft. Like, literally, the owner tell them, your job is to draft and develop pitchers. The Chiefs are set up to best for the future. Their whole entire core is young. They have the 4th youngest team in the league, and they are building around Mahomes. They are set for Yeah, we'll see what happens though,
Let
Jacob.
me ask you, C Sports, which team do you think can knock off the Chiefs in that AFC? I mean, would you give Baltimore? No way, right? Maybe
No,
Cleveland, like
no.
what, like a 30%, 40% chance? Who would be the team that you would pick to knock off fucking Kansas City coming out of the AFC?
Fuck, man. If Cleveland had a better quarterback, I would pick Cleveland. But I don't know if I can trust Baker Mayfield.
You can't, bro, right? No way. To beat fucking
Unless
Kansas
Cam
City in a
Newton,
playoff game?
unless Cam Newton bounces goes into 2015 form, which I doubt it. Maybe New England. But
Oh man.
Lamar Odom, I think you battled on. Lamar Jackson, dude, he doesn't have. I don't like his wide receiver
No
core,
way.
and plus he always chokes in the big games. So no.
Right.
And then
I
he
would
was that
think the
other guy.
Browns are like their biggest fucking rival. Their
Yeah,
biggest team.
it's the Brown. Put Lamar put a better quarterback on the Browns and maybe, but
Bro,
yeah.
what do you think about that? The extension for Baker Mayfield, bro. He wants fucking. About
he's looking for that
all that shit.
extension.
Yeah, that's crazy. What's gonna happen with Cleveland also in the future.
I wouldn't be surprised if they just franchise tag his ass. But we'll see what happens. But I think Baker needs to at least go to the divisional round, if not the fucking AFC, to fucking really get a contract extension. So there's a lot of people that are still thinking it's just a team. And then he's not really that he's just average quarterback, but he's not a great quarterback. So he's got to prove them that he's a great quarterback.
Okay, gotcha.
I think should have been there is good at basketball. Dude, I could probably rim protect, dude. Everybody would just bounce off my belly. Jesus Christ. Why the hell McGee on the team? Because there's no big man. Rudy Gobert's from French. Who's that other guy? Joel Embiid is African. Ethan is from the Bahamas. Jokic is from Serbia. There's no American big men. The only option is Anthony Davis, but like I said, he had that fucking groin injury back in May, so I don't think he's healthy. Browns, Bills, that's a team. The Bills, yeah. They added Emmanuel Sanders, so now they got Emmanuel Sanders and
the fucking Bills, right, bro? I was so
Bills,
down on how they play in the playoffs. Like they should have lost every game. They should have lost to the Colts. They should have lost to the Ravens, and obviously they lost fucking to the Chiefs. But they didn't really regular season whole different ball club, bro. Just dropping these precise fucking dime ass fucking Josh Allen precise 40-yard touchdown passes. In the playoffs, nothing. He could have lost all those games, man. He's lucky.
Yeah, I remember that Indianapolis game wasn't convincing at all.
No, not at all.
Yeah, that's the thing about the Bills, guys. Their playoff run wasn't really impressive, and then they kind of got blown out at the end by the Kansas City Chiefs all the way. Pat Mahomes is our man. I'm scared for the AFC because the Chiefs are going to run this shit for 10 years. We'll see what happens, Jacob. Baker's going to ruin their season. That's a weakness. Exactly. Baker's their weakness. Ethan isn't even in the United States right now. He can't even play. I don't think he qualifies because he's Bahamian. He's not American.
He's in Cancun right now.
Yeah. Finally, White Sox won. They better beat they better sweep the Royals. At least they avoided the sweep tonight, Redman. Tomorrow, the White Sox play their 100 game. All right, so we'll have 62 games, 62 more games to go.
Yep.
So that's 2 months. That's 9 weeks. So yeah, there's about 9 more weeks left. So the White Sox are gonna make the playoffs. The question is what seeding, but they're gonna make it. People forget the Chiefs were up 38-9 on the Bills. Then the Chiefs allowed 2 garbage time TDs. Yeah, that's what we were saying, Jacob. The Bills didn't look too impressive in that game. But yeah, they're a candidate for sure. The Bills, the Browns. Can Carson Wentz bounce back?
Oh man, those are big words, bro. Carson Wentz, bro. Holy shit.
I mean, Watson
That's never
reported
good.
to training camp. Can somehow the I don't think the Texans they don't have anybody, right? Will Fuller left for Miami, so they don't even have Will Fuller now. Nah,
Remember the team that had a crazy regular season, Pittsburgh Steelers? You would think this year they're probably going to win 9, at maybe 10 at the most. No way. Maybe I would say 9 wins for this Pittsburgh, 8 losses. So other teams are going to pick up those wins.
I'm trying to
Chiefs,
think like
Browns,
so look okay. So either Baltimore or
Titans for sure.
Cleveland. Okay, I'm trying to think of the division champs. So Baltimore and Cleveland, they're
Hmm.
gonna win it. Like, and the other one's gonna go in the wild card. So that's 2 possibilities: Cleveland or Baltimore. Then Buffalo's gonna win the East. That's 3 possibilities. And then who's gonna win the South? Indianapolis? I would think so, right?
Most likely.
I mean, you got Houston with it's we don't even know if Watson's gonna be their franchise quarterback. Then you got Tennessee
There
with
you
Ryan
go.
Tannehill. Can we really trust him? And then you got Trevor Lawrence in his rookie year with rookie coach Urban Meyer. And then you got Tim
Tennessee might
Tebow.
win it, bro.
So it's probably going to be Indianapolis. So it's between those 4 teams. It's probably between those. New England, maybe. So it's maybe 5 teams. One of those: Cleveland, Indianapolis, Baltimore, Cleveland, New England. One of those 5. Everybody else is forget about it.
There you go.
Yeah, Josh Allen is really good.
Hmm.
Kuzma and KCP are okay. So yeah, Kuzma apparently may go to Sacramento for Buddy Hield. It's being reported, but I don't know how legit it is. People, Team USA went to Tokyo on vacation. Apparently they did. I think we can win the most medals. We'll see. Josh Allen he's really good. Crazy how many great NBA players aren't American. It's becoming international. I mean, outside of soccer, it's probably the most famous sport right now in the world, internationally, Big Wood. Prediction, Tua, second season in Miami. I don't like what I see, Big Wood. I've heard in the OTAs and minicamp, he was also struggling. So he's got to have a huge bounce back year. I'm starting to think that other kid might be better. The guy from the other one, Jalen Hurts. I was more impressed with him in Philadelphia than I was with Tui Tagovailoa. I got Chiefs 1 seed, Browns 2 seed, Bills, Titans,
I got Browns 2
Colts,
seeds.
Pats, Chargers. We'll see. Yeah, the Chargers.
What do you think about that 2 seed? Do you think that's a little bit overrated for the Browns, or how would you put that 2 seed? Would you put the Bills there?
It's either going to be the Bills or the Browns. So I don't think it's too overrated. Those will play the top 3 teams: Chiefs, Bills, and Browns.
I think maybe in the regular season it might be Chiefs, Bills for that 1-2, and in the playoffs, I think when it all ends, it might be that Chiefs, Browns, AFC Championship game.
I'm surprised he doesn't have Baltimore in there. I'm surprised.
Just because the fucking Browns can run the football, dude. Like all the stuff you talked about last season, right? With running the ball and offensive line, they can do it.
That's like the Bills. That's the one thing they got to do this year. They got to get a running game. Last year they didn't have a running game. Yeah. Dennis Schroeder's pretty much out of LA. 15-2. We'll see. Shooter sucks. Feel bad for Miami. Hasn't had a franchise quarterback for almost 3 decades. Yeah, I don't think Tua is going to be a franchise quarterback. I didn't like what I saw last year.
Man. What do you think, C-Sports? You think they're going to run him until he gets hurt? Like just run him hard in a couple of games?
Who's the backup this year for Miami? Fitzpatrick left for Washington, so I don't know who the backup is.
Oof, that's a good question, dude. He did leave, right?
Yeah, he went to Washington, so I don't know who their new backup is.
Okay. I
got a Bleacher Report notification saying most of the Dodgers players want Bauer out of for good. Damn. That's crazy, man.
Wow. There goes crazy. The fucking World Series, gentlemen.
Yeah, no Dustin May either. Yeah, they might not even fucking dude because if
they have Jacoby Brissett. Jacoby Brissett, dude. My bad.
I beg your pardon?
My bad, dude. It's Jacoby Brissett. He's a backup for the Dolphins. But go back to the fucking Dodgers, bro. Right back to it. My bad.
Yeah, no. So like the Dodgers might not even fucking make it out of the wild card because if the Giants continue, they might win the division, and then they got to play the Padres in the wild card. They might not even make it out of the fucking wild card game.
Holy shit, dude! Right now, they would play the Padres for the wild card to play the Giants in the next round in a 5-game series.
Man.
Holy shit! Yeah.
Baltimore will fall off. Lamar has been exposed. What? No, I don't think he'll at least make the wild card. I would think. I mean, dude, there's three spots in the wild card. You're telling me that Tennessee, Chargers, Colts, and New England are going to be better than Baltimore? I imagine Kuzma becomes a god in Sacramento. Oh, dude, that's like the Cleveland Browns of basketball, dude. I doubt it. Their owner thought it was a good idea to play 4-on-5 and have the fifth guy cherry pick. So I doubt it.
Right.
Kuzma should have been in Team USA. Oh my God. Is that a joke? Kuzma does not play D. Yeah, the guy. Yeah. I mean, I feel sorry for him because that's one of like the worst place you can go, especially you need to like develop. Sacramento, they're terrible. Like
I think Big Word has the best fucking comment, man. The best spot to put Kuzma is in the garbage can. What do you think, bro? Do you think they'll bring him back next year, or do you think he's gone for sure?
No, I think he's gone for sure. I think he's done. I think they're gonna try to finesse somebody if reportedly they're trying to finesse the Kings to get Buddy Hield. So they're gonna do that.
Do you think they have enough what it takes, eSports Show?
Run and the O-line lost their best run blocker. We'll see, Jacob. We'll see. They did lose their offensive lineman to Kansas City. We'll see. Yeah, he would be good. He could possibly be their third best player behind Anthony Davis and LeBron James. Kuzma thinks he's on the same level as he thinks he's as good as Tatum. Jesus Christ.
Psycho. Hey, let me ask you, eSports Show. Do you think the Lakers have enough what it takes to win the West? We just saw the Phoenix Suns be in the NBA Finals. You think next year you can get like a surprise team, like a Denver Nuggets could sneak in there? Like with the MVP, like Jokic.
I think it's going to be wide open again. The Lakers are kind of old, obviously, with LeBron James leading the way. And then Anthony Davis is injury prone. And then you got the Warriors coming back. Let's see how Klay Thompson looks. Denver, let's see how Jamal Murray looks. I mean, it's wide open again. The team that's probably not going to be in it this year is the Clippers, because even if they do get Kawhi, he's going to be hurt the whole year with the ACL. So the Clippers are probably not going to be out of it this year. But then the fucking Warriors are going to come in. So it's wide open, I think. I think the East is more clear. Milwaukee, Philly, and Brooklyn. The West is hell of open. Tatum also played bad for USA. Everybody played bad tonight. The only place Kuzma fit in China for the Chanika Sharks. Lakers will never be the championship team in my mind because AD will fall apart come playoff time. Yeah, there were some discussions about trading him for Damian Lillard, but I doubt it. I think Rich Paul and Lillard and Anthony were probably blocking that. Kuzma and Tatum are in the same level after all. At least tonight they were. Maybe Boston is going to be good because Bill might want to. Yeah, there's rumor that they might trade on Jaylen Brown for Bradley Beal. So we'll see. He should about tonight because he struggled, Iverson. It's a joke.
That Eastern Conference, the Celtics do have a good chance because of Jason Tatum. He's fucking a fucking star, bro. He can fucking good score. But it's going to be the Nets because of all the talent they have.
Yeah.
Bro, they would have been in the finals this year without Kyrie. Just by, luck, basically, right? That Game 7.
If the Nets stay healthy, they're probably going to win the championship next year. It's not even going to matter. But if they want to have
I agree. I think the Western Conference, I think that's the question mark. Wouldn't it be so easily to say, Lakers for sure? I don't know, bro. I don't know if I can say Lakers for sure.
LeBron's 37.
I like that.
Anthony's fucking made of glass, so no.
Mm-hmm.
Without
Yeah,
the
no,
bubble break, AD would have gotten hurt like always. He got hurt in the bubble. He got a fucking bruise in his heel. Remember how many times he kept going down, Big Wood? It's just that he fucking sucked it up. But he had a fucking bruise in his heel. Like he was playing hurt. He wasn't even 100% in the bubble. That pandemic break benefit the Lakers the most.
And all right, LeBron had like that crazy ass team with the Miami Heat, right? See sports show.
What?
But with that LeBron with the Heat had that crazy ass team. With the Cavaliers, it was like a raggedy ass team. And that's this Lakers shit. What if he says, you know what? Let me bring back the same fucking team with Schroeder.
Honestly, dude, I think LeBron doesn't give a shit anymore. Like he just became a billionaire. So
I agree, man.
I don't think he
bro,
cares.
look at Giannis that just won the title. Like, look at how much his will to win. Just what you're talking about. You just said LeBron doesn't give a shit, and Giannis, holy shit, he gives a shit.
Yeah. LeBron has one foot in, the other foot out. Like he's pretty. I think his contract expires in 2023. He might retire. That wouldn't be surprised. I could be wrong though, but it depends by how he's playing by 2023. No disrespect to Lakers fans, but Lakers might not get out of the West. Yeah, of course, Marianne. That's being realistic. They didn't get out this year. Like I said, their two best players. One is old, and the other's made out of glass.
Made out of.
Oh yeah.
What?
If Klay Thompson somehow looks like Klay Thompson from 2019, they might actually be the favorite. And they have, I think, they have like multiple first round picks. They could flip for another star. And that's they could give like James Wiseman and those 2 first rounders for Damian Lillard. Imagine, Jesus Christ. LeBron doesn't need to care really anymore. I mean, he's exactly. Yeah, I mean he's done. He's out of his prime with a lot of money and 4 rings. Lakers will get out no matter what. Yeah, they'll go to the playoffs and first or second round exit probably.
Who do you think is going to take them out of the playoffs next year?
like a team like
right? Denver.
Yeah,
Jokic, MVP, Jamal Murray.
Yeah.
What's that one dude? Will Barton. He's not going to be back with the team next year.
Yeah, that team has a question mark too because we got to see how Jamal Murray looks from the ACL. A lot of people are going to come back injured next year. Klay Thompson, Jamal Murray. So we'll see how. We should get up Lowry or Westbrook. I think Westbrook would be a problem. He ball hawks too much. I don't think him and LeBron would get along. The Pacific Division has been finals bound, though. That's why I got Sacramento. Imagine. Sacramento. Yeah, they're the only team that's missing in the last 10 years, I think, from making the playoffs. Or like in the last 5 years, right? Since 2015, every team in the Pacific Division has made it except the fucking Kings. Jesus Christ. Iverson, I hate to say it, buddy, but I don't know. We'll see what happens, buddy. Kings have missed the playoffs last 15 years. Yeah, they're terrible. They are terrible. And they they were turning it around and they fired the coach.
Let me ask you a question about next year. Like, if way down the line playoffs, if the Lakers are healthy, completely healthy, like how they were in 2020, do you think there's a team that could beat them in the playoffs next year?
I mean,
I don't know, bro.
The Brooklyn Nets weren't in 2020, though. That's the thing.
So at least they would win the West if it was completely healthy.
But see, I don't think LeBron is gonna dominate anymore. Like Baker just said, he had that fucking 4-month break. He's not gonna have that 4-month break anymore. That's the thing, man. He kind of got lucky that final championship because he had that. He literally he got from March to July off.
I agree. Do you think if he was healthy this playoffs, you think he would have lost to the Suns? If him and Anthony Davis were completely healthy, you think Phoenix
No,
would
they
have
could
beat
have
them?
beaten them because they did whoop them in
Ooh.
game 2 and game 3.
So they beat the fucking Suns next round. How do you think it ends for the Lakers this year? If they're completely healthy each series.
If everybody would have been healthy, I think Lakers will at least make it to the Western Conference, but possibly they could have lost to the Clippers in the Western Conference. And if not, I think for sure they would have lost to the Brooklyn in the finals. If everybody would have been healthy, I think Lakers would have been at least Western Conference bound. But then I think they could have been in trouble by either the Clippers or the Nets.
I got you. I like that.
I don't think Westbrook is a ball hog. From March to July off was still Cumberland. Yeah, exactly. He's not going to get that shit again. LeBron can still play at age 40. Well, we'll see, Marianne.
Oh, that's
he's
crazy.
Like 4 years away. He's 36 right now. That's still a long ways.
Bro, if Tom Brady is what C Sports Show 44, 45,
Yeah.
he just won his 7th Super Bowl. We don't think that Tom LeBron James, whatever this guy's name is, he's not going to win a championship at 38, 39.
But the
If Tom Brady won at 44, that's crazy.
Around. And football,
Man.
you have a good offensive line, you just stand there and throw.
No, I understand, bro, but my point is like, man, anything is like it's just crazy, like we can't rule anything out because fucking
Jordan,
Tom Brady took that shit at 44 years old. That's insane. Because you're right, like he had the perfect opportunity with the right everything, right?
We got to look it up. Because Jordan retired at 38, Kobe retired at 37. That's around LeBron's age right now. He's 36.
Oh yeah. No, you can't compare him to past people.
Yeah,
just the same way you can't compare Brady though, bro. Brady, no one in the NFL won a Super Bowl.
No. It's different sports, man. You can play until you're like, look at Drew Brees. He retired at 42.
Maybe. We're gonna find out.
Football, I think the two positions, or maybe 3, I guess, where you can like last a long time is in football, either as a kicker or a quarterback, and then in baseball as a pitcher. Everything else, you're probably done somewhere between 35 and 40, like 37 maybe. The only 3 exceptions is either a quarterback, a pitcher, or a kicker. Everything else, in baseball, as a hitter, you lose your power, you lose your bat speed, somewhere between 35 and 30 and 40.
There you go.
In basketball, you lose your speed and your athleticism. So yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then in baseball, you have to be good at like adjusting, right? You have to go from a fucking hard thrower to a fucking off-speed thrower. You have to rely more on making the ball dance.
Hell yeah. For sure.
What up going on, Johan? If the Lakers somehow get all the rumored players, Buddy and Westbrook, I still don't see them. I don't like Westbrook. Hopefully not.
I don't see it either, man.
Yeah, I don't.
Go for it.
There's a lot of rumors going on. They could get Westbrook, DeRozan, Lowry, Chris Paul. There's a lot of shit going on right now. A lot of shit going on.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like we talked about, like if the Phoenix Suns can make an NBA Finals, that means like fucking the gloves are off. Anything's possible. There's no difference between like a Denver Nugget is in the NBA Finals. It's the same exact shit,
What if we get Curry? Then Lakers will destroy everyone ever. They're not going to get Curry. Lakers will end up getting Lowry. They might. I think I'd rather get Lowry than Westbrook, although Lowry's 35. But I think he plays more. I think he plays more team basketball than Westbrook. Seems to just be worried about getting fucking stats. He's just worried about getting those triple-double stats.
Yep, I agree, dude. 100%.
Yeah.
So check this out. See, so you know how so the basketball season ends, and whatever. And you know how I had the fucking Milwaukee Bucks in a couple bets south of the
Yeah,
border. All right, perfect, bro. So I go to like collect it, man, and it was pretty cool, dude. It was like a pretty cool experience, man. Well,
that's pretty
everything.
cool. You're not gonna share how much money you won?
I won about $4,200 about on Milwaukee.
Congratulations, man.
Yep.
$4,000. Yeah, that's. He was so nervous. He shut off in the fourth quarter of Game 6. He got so nervous. He was just checking his phone, the scoreboard on his phone. He was so nervous. LeBron is gonna retire and leave the Lakers with an old ass team. Yeah, because that's LeBron's preference, right? He's always won veterans. The better example was 2014 when he told them, "I'll sign, but you got to trade the rookie Andrew Wiggins for Kevin Love." He hates rookies. He just hates them. For real, I would love Dame to be on our team. The only way is if they trade Anthony Davis for Lillard. I doubt it. That's the only way. Hey, what do you think should be the starting lineup? I don't know, Marianne. I'm not really too hooked up with it. I rely on like articles. I don't really watch it, so I have no idea, Marianne.
Yeah, everyone's got right. Like Kawhi,
I rely on other
LeBron,
people like articles to don't. I
Kyrie.
don't really watch Team USA.
Yeah, they have like a really weak team. It doesn't even like really count. I think. It's just
I think
also everything that's going on too. Seeing sports show, you know, with the
number
virus
one
and shit.
position, who's there is Kevin Durant. Like he's the number one fucking small forward. Everybody else is like Lillard's a point guard. Obviously, Steph Curry's a better point guard.
There you go.
Um,
I just think also with the virus that a lot of players opted out too. But you're right, man. They have a really depleted roster, man.
well, the problem is that look, the NBA offseason is about averagely, like take some or add some, it's about 120 days. Last year, it was only 71 days. This year's only going to be 89 days. These guys are already losing half of the offseason. They're not going to go waste another month in the Olympics. They're just not. So that's the thing, man.
Yeah, no, you're right, bro.
It's not as short as last year's, but it's still pretty
and
short.
It doesn't even like really matter that much. You know what I mean? They should have put like college players this year, just because everything that happened with everything you're talking about right now, the timing of the season.
Yeah, it's just not an ideal. That's why Popovich, when you saw the video when fucking Booker, Middleton, and Holiday get off the plane, he's like hugging them, like thank you guys for coming, because he knows how hard it is. They just fucking played a fucking 7-month season, and now they're gonna go turn around and play Team USA. So it's just like it's unbelievable. Draymond Green was saying it too. He was saying my respects to those three guys for after playing a fucking gruel 7-month season to come here literally a week later and play for Team USA, knowing they're only gonna have maybe a fucking 3 to 2 month off season. Yeah, Bam Adebayo's not even American. He's from Niagara. Yeah, they sent a cornerback from the Steelers, Kobe. Hopefully he's good. Yeah, but that's the two. Yeah, like I think Anthony Davis, Steph Curry, they say, I'm out. James Harden, because they're like, we're only getting 89-day off season instead of 120 days. We're going to go with another month of it in fucking the Olympics. They...
Bro, so right now, fucking talking about the money, right? Ah, man, it was a really good day because, like I just talked about right now. What do you think about baseball, man? I know it's like super difficult to predict. We talked about baseball a little bit earlier.
Mm-hmm.
How would you look at it if I would say see sports show? What are your top 3 teams or top 2 teams for the American League?
So I mean, the American League is pretty easy. It's Red Sox, White Sox, and Astros. Those are probably my top. It's pretty easy. Those are my top teams in the American League. It's pretty easy. I'll put the Rays in there as well, but they're literally like The Red Sox and Astros are tied. They're both 61 and 39. They're tied. And then the White Sox are 2 games behind at 59-40. And then you got the Rays at 6. Are the Rays better than the White Sox? That's the thing I would, that we can argue, right? Obviously, Boston and Houston are the best 2 teams. But then that's the question, right? Who's better, White Sox or Rays? That would be the question.
Damn, bro, that's crazy. See, Sports Show, you're right. Like, are the Astros really going to win the American League this year, bro? 'Cause that's what it's looking like. You're just talking about. Like, I see what you mean. Because the White Sox are Tampa Bay's level, right?
A rematch of the 2018 ALCS between the Astros and the Red Sox. I think it's very possible. Yeah, I think they're the 2 best teams in the. If I would have to pick right now, I would pick those 2 teams to represent the AL and the ALCS, Boston and Houston.
Right. And in the National League, what I think is crazy is that New York Mets, man, like at home they're really good, but on the road they're fucking terrible.
They just like the White Sox, yeah.
They would play Milwaukee, Sports Show, and the winner of that series goes to the fucking pennant. Milwaukee or the fucking Mets, dude.
Is San Francisco going to be on their shit again where they make it all the way? It's possible, man. With the Dodgers and Padres possibly having to play the walk card, it's possible the fucking Giants, the Giants have the best record in baseball, like 62-37. They might fucking win another one. Like, it's possible, like, maybe Astros Giants and the Giants win. Maybe that's the World Series. I don't know. I mean, I don't. It doesn't sound popular at all, but that might end up being the World Series: San Francisco versus Houston. The way things are looking.
Okay. Man, even though the Padres just got probably like one of the top hitters in the whole National League today, like that's pretty crazy. You don't think so? Like the Padres, they're just adding all these pieces, man. This is probably like the craziest Padre team we've ever seen before. Sports Show.
It's so crazy because they're so good on paper, but like look, they're good, but it's just that Dodgers and Giants are just better. It's like when the Spurs in 2016, they were so good, but then the Warriors were even better. Remember, that's when the Warriors went 73-9. Like, it's not that the Padres are not good. It's that the Giants and the Dodgers are just better.
It's gonna be a pretty good postseason because let me just mention this, bro. So those 3 teams, right? The Giants, the Dodgers, the Padres, they're all gonna knock each other off after the first round of the playoffs. I mean, going into the pennant, my bad. So only one of those teams is gonna go to the pennant out of the Dodgers, Padres, Giants, and they're gonna face the Mets or the Brewers for the pennant.
Yeah,
bro, that's crazy how the fucking Mets can just beat Milwaukee. How do you think that series will go? See, you think Milwaukee can beat the Mets?
Usually pitching within the Milwaukee does have good pitching though with Woodruff, Peralta, Burns. They got good pitching too. But fucking Jacob DeGrom's the best pitcher in baseball, man. Plus, Milwaukee's gonna have to go play on the outside in New York. They're not gonna be used to that cold weather because they play in a fucking dome. The Mets would have a huge home field advantage with the weather. I think the Mets can win it.
Oh man, I agree 100%. See, and that's what's going to be crazy about baseball going down to the month of August and September and all that shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I think maybe Mets and Giants in the ALCS, and then Giants win, and then the Giants play the Astros or the Red Sox.
Mm-hmm.
It's tough. Let me read these chats.
Yeah.
What up, Crazy Mofo? How you doing, man?
Yo, what's up, Mofo?
Yeah, Kevin Durant, man. Oh, Jesus Christ. You guys saw that one video where he shot the ball and then he made it. He went it back and Bam Adebayo took it and he was throwing a tantrum about it. Booker is getting no rest. I won't be surprised if he get injured. Hopefully not, but would. Hey, what up, man? Red Sox with the Borgas. I think Tarajosu is going to the World Series. Oh, Trash Stros. Yeah, it's very possible. They're tied right now for the best record in the AL with the Red Sox. Another great stream, man. Will you stream again? I don't stream. I only stream on Sundays right now, Harold.
Oh, shit.
That's why you don't
Thanks,
catch
bro.
me anymore, because I only stream on Sundays now. I'm gonna add another day during football season, probably Wednesdays. But right now it's a downtime with only baseball, so I'm only streaming on Sundays. Brewers should have won today. You guys won 2 out of 3 at least. And Enrique Hernandez. I got a feeling the Rays will sneak into the World Series again. Dude, I don't know. We'll see. Mets are not beating the Brewers. We'll see what happens, Packer. You might be right. You might be right. We'll see what happens. You might be right. It's wide open for everybody. Like the Red Sox, Astros, White Sox, Rays, Dodgers, Padres, Mets, Brewers, Giants. It's wide open for all those teams.
I agree.
You can make the argument that freaking.
I think it's going to be a team from the National League West going to the World Series, but which team? I don't know.
Have a chance to win it. You can make an argument. 9 out of the 10.
Okay.
The one that I would say no would probably be the Athletics, but everybody else might have a chance.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm starting to think social media is running the lives of pro athletes since people can just directly attack them. Yeah, Iverson trolls the players, and he says that they read them. He says that they block them, so they do read them, Marianne. I didn't think they read them, but apparently they do. Apparently they do read them. Brewers need to get a bat at the deadline. Yeah, maybe. You should do random baseball hangouts.
Joey Gallo,
Okay, guys, I'm going to repeat
just got traded, right?
Hold on. I'm going to repeat this. I am no longer doing live streams on YouTube. I have moved over to Discord. So if you want to hang out with me, we're on Discord. I've mentioned that a few times, guys. It's not every day, but that's where we're at right now because my computer can no longer handle the live streams for some reason. It lags. I don't know why, but it just cannot. Even the videos, sometimes yesterday's video, I think it cut off. Like I don't know what's going on with the computer, but it just lags the live streams. So I don't really live stream anymore. This is actually coming off as Larry's account. This is his StreamYard. My computer, for some reason, I can't live stream anymore. So that's where we're in Discord right now. That's where I'm doing the hangouts.
And there's the link right there.
There's a link, yeah. It's scary to be a pro since you are you then don't have social media like Kawhi Leonard. Don't have social media. Drop the Discord. Yeah, there's the Discord link right there. Joey Gallo to the Brewers. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see, man.
So last year, I felt like really confident that the fucking Tampa Bay Rays could have been doing something because of the pitching, right? They had Charlie Morton, they had fucking Blake Snell, Tyler Glasnow. This year, they don't have shit. All 3 of them are gone. I like the White Sox to do something, but if it's not the White Sox, man, the fucking Astros, dude. Yeah. One of those 2 teams, Sports Show. I like your White Sox because of the pitching stuff. They've been healthy. Michael Kopech, he came back from injury. The rest of the starters have not gotten hurt.
Tomorrow, they'll get Elio back tomorrow, and then Luis Roberts in the next few weeks.
Compared to the rest of the American League pitching stuffs, I think the White Sox are probably the best one.
The problem is they don't play good on the road, especially versus good teams.
Man, I think the problem was obviously the injuries.
Yeah,
that's probably why they're not going to go to the World Series this year. But because of the hitting, bro, watch in the playoffs, they're going to have a stacked pitching staff. And they're just going to pray that hitting lineup wins like a 2-1 game. Like, man, crazy. 3-2. They can't really score runs, bro, because of all the injuries, right? Yeah, it sucks, man.
What up, Stack Hall? Yeah, at least they won today, Stack all day. At least they won tonight. Got to avoid the sweep versus the Brewers.
Yeah, 1 out of 2, right?
Yeah. But my Dodgers are sleeping with their trades. Roberts and our organization doing a terrible job. Yup. It might be the part of the World Series hangover. You guys are just not motivated this year, both on the field and off the field, to make any moves. That's what happens when you win a championship, man. That's why shout out to like Tom Brady and Michael Jordan, because they kept getting motivated. And even Michael Jordan had to retire, remember, because he was like getting bored. That's why I think Tom Brady's like the cow, because he just keeps going and going, like 22 years, not nonstop. No. Even fucking Jordan had to retire because he couldn't, like, he got bored of the success.
But I think this Dodger team this year got also fucked up the injuries. Mookie Betts, he's
got a hip
Bellinger's fucked up.
He's gonna be out.
Bro, they lost Dustin May for the whole year Sports Show. They lost Trevor Bauer, the crazy man. The psycho man went fucking psycho.
Yeah.
Ah, man, that sucks, bro. That's what the whole National League is fucked up. Everything's fucked up because of the injury. Fuck.
Yeah. I mean, they might.
It's gonna be fun, bro.
The fucking Dodgers. Let's see here. It seems like whatever team Willie Adams is on, their teams have a success, goes World Series, and therefore football team goes to Super Bowl. Rays, Bucks, Lightning, White Sox, White Brewers. That's only like 2 years. Packer, don't do that. If Dodgers don't make huge moves, pitching and with batters, I'm calling it now. Dodgers eliminated. Yeah. Ooh. You might even get eliminated by the Padres in the wild card game. Mofo, like, it's possible. It depends what the pitching matchup is for that game. We'll see what happens. The Giants have come out of nowhere this year and been the best team in baseball. You guys were not counting on that. You guys were so focused on the Dodgers. The Padres were so focused on the Dodgers, and here comes San Francisco out of nowhere. San Francisco came out of nowhere, literally came under the rug, and fucked up the Dodgers and Padres like season, like their fucking mentality going into the season. Yeah, but we'll see what happens, guys. We'll see what the hell happens. We'll see what the future holds. By the way, Bucks sacrificed the Packers organization. Every Packer player wants to. Yeah. So there's okay. So did you hear what happened, Larry? That the bets are coming out. The proposal for the teams, how many games they're going to win, and the Packers are pretty down. And they asked the casinos what's going on, and they're like, "We've been told by sources that Rodgers will retire." Jesus Christ. And now apparently Smith, Darius Smith, what the hell his name is, the defensive lineman, he said on Twitter that he's looking for a realtor to sell his house in Green Bay. It's not looking good. With Merrifield to Mariners, rumor heating up. Seattle looks to make a big splash. It's not looking good for the Packers. Like, they got lucky with the Bucks, possibly the Brewers, because, Rodgers might end up retiring. If Rodgers retires, I wouldn't be surprised if he replaces John Gruden on Monday Night Football.
Okay.
We'll see.
What do you think about Aaron Rodgers saying that he posted like a Michael Jordan picture?
Yeah, same thing. Yeah. Davante Adams and Rodgers posted the same story on Instagram. Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen. So they said that Davante Adams, Milo Key went out too. They said if Rodgers is not going to be there, it's getting crazy in Green Bay. Yeah. Smith tweeted that he wants a realtor to sell his house. So that tells me that things are not going well either with his negotiations. That general manager is fucking the whole team up. The Packers are going gonna suck ass, man. For the first time in like fucking 30 years? If they
Dude,
don't have it, if Rodgers retires.
for real. That's good. That's so crazy. What's gonna happen with Rodgers? And don't know what to tell you, dude. If I could see him coming back to the sports show and like leading his team to a Super Bowl, and I could see him like retiring and not even playing a single game, like just gonna be like NFL drama and all that shit to see what happens.
It's amazing because back in March, April, it's Deshaun Watson was the one, the drama, right? And now as we're getting closer, Deshaun Watson already is actually reported to Texans training camp, and Rodgers is the one that's. It's amazing to me, like how things can switch in about like 5 months. Like it's looking like Watson is willing to play with the Texans this year. Why would you show up to training camp, right? So he might be willing to play because they said that it would be $50,000 per day if he doesn't report. So he's not even willing to pay 1 day. Like,
Yeah,
so
I don't know.
I'm starting to think.
So, I mean, we're talking about, right? Let me ask you, C Sports Show. We're talking about Green Bay Packers, right? A football team in the NFC. Which team do you think could win that NFC this year? What are like 2-3 teams that could fucking do it?
Obviously, Buccaneers. I put the Cowboys, I guess, but probably not.
Oh man, I don't know about the Cowboys, right?
The Packers. Maybe the Rams. The Seahawks. There's like 4 or 5 teams. Smith said he's buying
so little
a new
team.
house. Oh, okay. He's buying a new house.
My point is, like, remember when the Niners went to the Super Bowl? Like the previous year, they went 4-12 or 5-11, and then bam, like Super Bowl run. What if we get some shit like that this year? Like a surprise ass team that no one even sees coming.
Who in the NFC? Who would that be though? Atlanta would have been a great candidate, but now they got no Julio Jones anymore because they got Arthur Smith, so they got an offensive coordinator, an offensive-minded coach now. But they lost fucking Julio Jones. But who was bad? The Cowboys, I guess, right? The Cowboys were pretty bad last year. Maybe they make a run this year. Now would have helped you Prescott.
Man, what do you think about McCarthy, dude? I mean, is McCarthy that much powerful to lead a team to a Super Bowl?
Yeah. He's going to have to get carried by his players and his assistants. Like fucking Dan Quinn and Kellen Moore and where the fuck the assistants are. Let's see these comments. If I'm the Raiders, I'll trade for Adams. Raiders and Packers suck at drafting. That could be a possibility. They went to college together, Adams and Carr. Packers are going to be good. Packers were so lucky to have back-to-back franchise quarterbacks. Yep, I doubt it happens for a third time with Jordan Love. Chargers making a push for Adams. Ooh. Justin Herbert and Devontae Adams. 49ers can be a sleeper team if healthy. Oh, yeah, of course. They just got to get their quarterback, right? Jimmy Garoppolo or Trey Lance. Cardinals, Rams, Seahawks. That guy has a lot of pressure this year. Speaking of the Cardinals, Cliff Clinsbury. He's got to win. He's got too much talent on that team. He's got to at least make the wild card. What the fuck? Winning the East. I beg you pardon? The Jaguars making the playoffs would shock everybody. Ooh, that team might be a clusterfuck, though. So you got a rookie quarterback, a rookie head coach, Urban Meyer, and then a Tim Tebow trying to be a tight end. Let's see how that shit goes.
Bro, that's so good that you brought up that Team C Sports Show, because which teams could you see next year be a clusterfuck besides the Jaguars?
The Jaguars could be the biggest clusterfuck. I think the Eagles could be a clusterfuck.
What about the Colts?
Dude.
Carson Wentz.
That's another guy. I just mentioned Clinsbury with a lot of pressure on the Cardinals as the head coach. That's another guy with a lot of pressure, Carson Wentz. Phillip Rivers made it with that exact team to the playoffs. So Carson Wentz, you got to make it to the playoffs. Like, I'm not saying
Bro, they
Super
should have
Bowl, but
beat
you
the
got to make the
fucking
playoffs at least
Buffalo
with that team.
Bills
Philip
in the
Rivers made it.
opening
You need to
round.
make it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you told me back in March, April, you said that you wouldn't be surprised if Jacob Eason ends up being the quarterback eventually. Are you still right there or no?
Oh man. I mean, I'm at the point of like let me be entertained by Carson Wentz. Let me see what he has to start off week 1 through like 4, and let me evaluate him.
Let's give him a
Bro,
chance.
what if he's like a pendejo of the week nominee like every week, week 1
Dude,
through
I
4?
think he's colorblind. He keeps throwing to the wrong. That guy's so bad. Oh man. Let's see here. The Jaguars, okay. The Cardinals making the Super Bowl, I doubt it. I got Bears going 10-7. I don't think so because, well, unless Rodgers leaves the Packers, then it's wide open. But then I think the Vikings will be the favorites. But the Bears do have a good defense. The thing about the Bears this year is they have a lot of options for quarterbacks, right? They got Andy Dalton, Nick Foles, Justin Fields. So they can just fucking flip them and hope at least one of them is good. No free-to-play slate community. I beg you pardon, Packer? Bengals going to be an exciting team to watch, but a clusterfuck at the same time. I don't really think they addressed offensive line to protect Joe Burrow. They should have drafted an offensive lineman instead of Chase. Jahmyr Chase. Wentz for MVP would punch a wall if that happened. I think it's possible. I mean, he becomes a Drew Brees with Indianapolis. I think it's possible.
Wow, that's crazy. Let me ask you, C Sports Show, do you think they would have beat the Patriots in that Super Bowl with Carson made in the USA, Wentz, frijoles? You think they would have beat the fucking, or you think that's just a once in a lifetime fucking Nick Foles showing up and?
I think Carson would have gotten nerves and thrown an interception. He would have probably. Whew. Foles is too calm. Like Wentz would have tried to do too much and probably thrown an interception. Wentz, Wentz
out of 100 times, I think if that happens, I think he would lose like 90% of it.
Yeah, Wentz would have probably lost to Atlanta in the divisional round. That because we won 17-15 was the final score. He would have gotten nervous and done something stupid. Chiefs should fire Andy Reid and hire. I beg you pardon. Packer, go. You need to be drug tested. Wentz has zero excuses not be exactly. It's possibly the best offensive line in the NFL. Crazy mofo. Mike McCarthy might be more blind than the NBA refs. Mike McCarthy's a pendejo. Do you think the extra regular season game will cause more injuries or bad playoff games? Yeah, I mean, I don't want to exaggerate too much and say it's going to be a huge impact, but it could be. I mean, obviously, injuries. There's injuries every week, so yeah, there's going to be at least a few more injuries. Hopefully, not a big injury to a big star. When's going to bounce back?
I think it's possible, dude.
He could bounce back. I mean,
yeah.
I think he's in a much better like with a better coach now.
Frank Reich is what the reason why the Eagles won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, he was the one like behind all the Eagles play calling back then. Doug Peterson is not creative at all. Like Frank Reich at least is going to have a better like system for him to be successful and better play calling and a better offensive line. He's like Doug Rivers. Yeah, he basically got carried by his players to a championship. Yeah,
what do you think about that Philly 76ers ball club next year, C Sports Show with Joel Embiid?
They got to find a way. Fucking trade Simmons for fucking Damian Lillard. Imagine that would be fantastic.
Okay.
Okay, Packer, go. You're gonna get time out, buddy. You're being a pendejo tonight. I'm done. Have a good night, buddy. Packer, go. I only stream once a week, so you know you're out of it. But yeah, man, it's gonna be a fun NFL season, man. It's gonna be a very fun NFL season. Preseason starts things like August 11th. I think it starts, so it'll be pretty good.
And there is
It'll
going to
pretty
be
good.
a fucking on the Discord that one league, right? I wonder if we can just play like a league where we pick the winners of the football game, and not like the football like that fantasy shit, like
So that's what
football
I'm
player.
asking you guys.
Well, we can do
What do you
both.
guys
Why
want
not?
to do? You guys want to do like a pick'em league or like a fucking
We can do
fantasy?
both, bro. Ooh.
I think we're better off doing like a pick'em.
Okay.
I feel like fantasy. A lot of people are gonna forget to like fucking like substitute their players, like if they have a bye week or they're hurt. I feel like a pick'em is better. So like how do we do that though? Like we have to create it
So
or
I don't know.
what?
Maybe we'll like pick like 5 football games this week, and then we'll just all throw like the winner of like those 5. You know, like
What I
5
try to
close
do,
games, like Cleveland versus Baltimore versus you know what I mean, like really like tough games like that. Damn, you're
yeah,
right, bro. Fucking football's gonna be crazy coming up, man.
yeah, man. I think we're better with a pick'em than
Let me
a.
ask you about the fucking the rookie quarterbacks coming into football. See, like how they're all quarterbacks drafted, right? The first top picks. What do you think about the quarterbacks coming in?
Yeah, so obviously the best one is the one in Jacksonville, Trevor Lawrence. I think if that guy even has an average rookie year, he's probably gonna win Rookie of the Year. I mean, Justin Fields in Chicago, they're pretty much kind of they kind of need maybe offensive line wide receivers, but I mean, I think the guy that's probably set up to win right away probably Trey Lance with San Francisco. But the guy, I think he comes from Division 2, so it's a big jump. So I don't know. But out of everybody, probably the one that set up the most to win right away, Trey Lance with San Francisco. Let me read these comments. Hold on.
Okay.
And Lamar Jackson will continue to have a downfall. You think so? Goodbye. What did he do? He's trolling. The league has figured Lamar out. Can Chargers break that curse of being? Yeah, they're always injury prone. Yeah, I think we'll do a pick'em. I've seen a lot of fools forget setting their lineups. Exactly, Mofo. That's why I don't want to do it. People are going to forget to do it. Go Bridgewater. Yeah, I think a pick'em is better. Yeah, Kobe, that's been talked about that by the casinos. That they have sources, and I think also Pro Football Focus reported it that he could retire. We'll see what happens. I want to call it. Is that it?
All right, man. So we pretty much hit all the topics in the sports show.
All right.
Anything you want to talk about before we get out of here?
No, guys. We'll see you next Sunday. That's the plan, once a week. So next Sunday.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
All right. Have a good night, everybody.
All right.
I'm all like a light.
Man.